Welcome to the IELTS speaking test. First of all, let's talk about sounds and noises. What natural sounds do you like the most?
Well, I like animals, especially birds. I enjoy listening to the birds singing in my garden every morning.
What sounds remind you of your childhood?
Well, the children's songs play through the speakers of the kindergarten near my place. It brings back some pleasant memories from when I was a little child.
What sounds do you dislike?
Well, definitely the honking sound from large trucks in the traffic. It is very annoying and always irritates me when I travel on the street.
What type of noises do you often come across in your daily life?
Well, I am on the road a lot for my work, so I hear a lot of traffic sounds. I often hear honking, peeping, ancient sounds, which is honestly frustrating.
In part 2 of the speaking test, I'm going to give you a topic and I would like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. And before you talk, you have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say and you can make notes if you wish. Do you understand? Here's some paper and a pencil, and I'd like you to talk about a time when someone or something made a lot of noise.
So I'm going to talk about that time when my next door neighbor fixed her house and made so much noise that I couldn't study. So it was during last summer and I was studying for an important exam. Because this is very hot in the summer, my neighbor decided to carry out the work at night. She wanted to repaint the insides of the house. So in the late afternoon, her family started moving all the furniture in the house. Our houses shared a wall, and I could hear them yelling and shouting when they tried to move a big sofa. That was very careless work because I could hear it being pumped into the wall a few times. Sometimes they even dropped things to the ground, making a thud. But that's not the worst part. When they dragged the large metal table across the room, the screeching sounds really gave me goosebumps. All the noises were extremely loud and annoying, and I could not focus on my study. I was really uncomfortable and worried since the noises severely affected my preparation for the exam. Fortunately, I was able to go to my aunt's house, which was nearby and completely quiet. Thanks to that, I could have a good night's sleep and did well in the exam. So that was a time that I had to cope with loud noises. Thank you.
So we've been talking about noise. Now I'd like to ask you some more questions on this. Where can people hear a lot of noise?
Well, for people living in densely populated places, especially urban centers, noise population is one factor that they have to cope with on a daily basis. On the streets, there are sounds of motorcycles and automobiles going by. Sounds also come from constructions of buildings and infrastructures.
What may happen when someone listens to very loud music using headphones when they're running or going hiking?
Well, when running or hiking, it is not advisable to do such thing, since bad things can happen to them if they are not fully aware of things happening around them. Maybe they cannot hear the honking sounds of approaching vehicles and eventually get into accidents. Also, they may miss important calls for help from people on the road. For example, if someone fell and needed medical assistance, they would not know.
What can be done to reduce traffic noises?
Well, there are several ways for people to lessen the traffic noise. First of all, people can try using electric vehicles that produce less noise. But this will take a lot of time and effort to achieve because such vehicles are not really affordable at the moment. Another option would be to move traffic away from residential areas. The government can build more underground tunnels for transport to travel quickly and also to keep the noise inside these structures.